Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. WWE WrestleMania is just days away now. The two-night extravaganza will be taking place on Saturday and Sunday, and the program has an absolutely loaded lineup filled with major stars. One of the most highly anticipated matches for WWE WrestleMania 41 is Naomi vs. Jade Cargill. This highly personal feud has been building for months, but really even longer than that without fans realizing it. Given how personal it is, Triple H and World Wrestling Entertainment may add a stipulation to the bout. They might make it an ambulance match. An ambulance match is one of the most dangerous and personal bouts in pro wrestling history. The match is typically a no disqualification and no count out, as the only way to win is to beat your opponent down so badly that you can then throw them into an ambulance and shut the door. This stipulation would be extremely fitting for the two WWE stars' upcoming WrestleMania match for several reasons. For starters, there is a lot of animosity and hatred the pair share. More than that, Naomi brutally attacked Jade Cargill and caused the Storm to be taken away from SmackDown in an ambulance last year. At Elimination Chamber Toronto, Jade then sent Naomi to the hospital. What better match for the two than an ambulance match given those two major inciting incidents? While the two attacks were absolutely brutal, it may be everything that has gone down following the big reveal in the Elimination Chamber Toronto beatdown that has truly captivated fans. It seems as if Jade Cargill and Naomi make things more and more personal week after week. For starters, they have routinely gotten physical. Jade has fiercely attacked Naomi. The Queen of Glow has, in turn, assaulted Cargill and even left the Storm lying motionless on Friday Night SmackDown. More than the physicality, however, might be the interviews and vignettes. The WWE stars have not held back in their criticisms of the other, often claiming the other's jealousy and bitterness had led to this violent explosion of a friendship. Yet, that still isn't the end of things. The two are constantly attacking each other on social media, both directly and indirectly. These insults are extremely personal, often with layered meanings. With how intense things have gotten for the pair, it only makes sense for their match to be an intense fight. The ambulance match might be exactly what this feud deserves to take it to its logical conclusion. Act 1. The Road to WrestleMania 41. In the weeks leading to WrestleMania 41, Jade Cargill vs. Naomi had become one of the most anticipated women's matches on the card. What started as a competitive rivalry quickly evolved into a personal war fueled by betrayal, loyalty, and status. Jade Cargill, ever the alpha, had strutted into WWE and dominated, barely breaking a sweat through her early matches. From the Royal Rumble onward, she carried herself like a champion in waiting, despite not holding a title. She'd made it clear. She was here to take what was rightfully hers. Naomi, meanwhile, had returned from injury to huge fanfare, immediately aligning herself with Bianca Belair to combat the arrogant newcomers like Jade. When Jade humiliated Naomi in a tag match on SmackDown, pinning her after a jaded and mocking her glow, things turned ugly. Their feud escalated with sneak attacks, impassioned promos, and a contract signing that ended in a broken table and Jade holding up Naomi's glow ring mockingly. The WrestleMania match was officially set. Jade Cargill vs. Naomi. One-on-one. No titles. Just pride. Act 2. Trouble in the Locker Room. 1 week before WrestleMania 41, rumors began circulating that WWE higher-ups were not completely satisfied with the match as is. Social media buzz was high, but the creative team wanted more. Something bigger. At the same time, internal tensions brewed backstage. Naomi was seen in a heated discussion with Triple H after her SmackDown match. Jade, on the other hand, walked around like she owned the place, refusing rehearsals, arriving late to production meetings, and allegedly turning down proposed finishes. On the go-home episode of SmackDown, the two finally had their in-ring face-to-face. Jade, flanked by her new Queen section entourage, former NXT women who idolized her, took the mic and dropped a bomb. Naomi, you're a relic. A leftover. You're the TikTok trend that's 2 months too old. And at WrestleMania, I'm not just going to beat you. I'm going to erase you. Naomi didn't back down. You talk a lot for someone who ain't done a damn thing in this company yet. You wanna erase me? Try it. But don't be surprised when your hype train crashes and burns. The crowd was electric, but just as Naomi prepared to respond further, Jade's entourage attacked. The segment ended with Naomi laid out, blood trickling from her lip, and Jade standing tall once again. Backstage, Triple H shook his head. Something felt off. He knew the match wasn't ready. It needed stakes. It needed a twist. Act 3. The Call for Change. Saturday morning before Night 1 of WrestleMania 41, the internet exploded. Breaking. WWE officials considering huge change to Naomi vs. Jade Cargill match at WrestleMania. Behind closed doors, Triple H had pulled Naomi aside. "You want this match to mean something, right? I've got an idea, but it's going to push you, and her, into a war neither of you are ready for." Naomi agreed instantly. She wanted the spotlight. She wanted the moment. More importantly, she wanted to humble Jade Cargill. By Saturday night, WWE social media dropped the news. Due to escalating tensions and backstage developments, WWE has made a major adjustment to Naomi vs. Jade Cargill at WrestleMania 41. More details to be revealed during Night 1. The rumor mill went wild. Was it a stipulation, a title, a third competitor? No one knew. Act 4. WrestleMania Night 1, the bombshell. Night 1 of WrestleMania 41 delivered match after match of excitement. But it was midway through the show when Triple H walked to the ring. WWE Universe, you've been asking questions. It's time for answers. Naomi vs. Jade Cargill will still happen on Night 2. But it won't just be a one-on-one match. We're raising the stakes. We're introducing a new opportunity. The winner of Naomi vs. Jade Cargill will be crowned the inaugural WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion. The stadium erupted. Triple H continued, "This isn't just about pride anymore. This is about legacy, about carving out a new level for women's wrestling in WWE. And there's one more change. There will be no disqualifications. May the best woman win." Backstage, Naomi smiled. Jade, she looked irritated, like her game plan had just been thrown out the window. Act 5. WrestleMania Night 2, the showdown. The stage was set. A brand new title glistened under the spotlight at ringside, the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship. A sleek silver and purple design, representing prestige, power, and evolution. Jade entered first, flanked by her queen section, wearing white and gold, dripping in arrogance. Naomi followed, glowing head to toe, backed by Bianca Belair, who made a surprise entrance to neutralize Jade's entourage. Bell rings. From the jump, it was chaos. Naomi came in hot with strikes, high-flying offense, and a kendo stick hidden under the ring. Jade powered back with her trademark strength, throwing Naomi into steel steps and hitting a devastating spinebuster on the announce table. Weapons came into play. Chairs, tables, trash cans. Jade attempted a jaded off the top rope through a table, but Naomi reversed into a sunset bomb for a massive pop as the match reached its peak. Jade's entourage tried to interfere, but Bianca stopped them cold, brawling with two of them up the ramp. Inside the ring, both women were down. The crowd began chanting, "This is awesome." Jade was first to rise, grabbing a steel chair. She went for a wild swing. Naomi ducked, caught her with a rear view onto the chair, then climbed the ropes. Split-legged moonsault. 1, 2, kick out. The crowd gasped. Naomi went for another moonsault, but this time, Jade met her in midair with a jaded off the second rope. Both women collapsed. Then, the lights flickered. Suddenly, a hooded figure jumped the barricade and slid into the ring. It was Mercedes Moné. She stared down both women, picked up the women's Intercontinental title, and smiled. Then, she dropped it between them and exited through the crowd, leaving fans stunned. Act 6. The aftermath. With both women barely conscious, the referee started a count. At 9, Naomi pulled herself up with the ropes. Jade tried, but couldn't make it. Naomi wins. The crowd exploded. Bianca returned to the ring, raising Naomi's hand. The women's Intercontinental title was officially hers. Backstage, Jade threw a tantrum, shoving production crew members and yelling, "This is not over." Meanwhile, Mercedes Moné, interviewed later, simply said, "I just wanted to see who I'm taking that title from first." Act 7. Fallout and future. The introduction of the Women's Intercontinental title shifted the entire women's division. Naomi, now a fighting champion, opened Raw with a promo promising to defend it against all comers. Jade stormed onto the scene mid-promo, demanding a rematch. But instead of a one-on-one bout, Triple H announced a fatal four-way at Backlash: Naomi vs. Jade vs. Io Sky vs. Tiffany Stratton. Meanwhile, Mercedes Moné's return was building toward a summer collision course, possibly at SummerSlam, for the title. Naomi had won the battle, but the war was just beginning. Closing thoughts. WWE's last-minute shakeup didn't just enhance Naomi vs. Jade. It set the foundation for an entirely new layer of women's wrestling. Elevating the match with stakes, surprise cameos, and a title win for Naomi was the kind of storytelling WWE fans crave. It reminded everyone why WrestleMania is the showcase of the immortals, because anything can happen. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.